All right, let's talk about the undefeated Caleb Williams here. It was a weird game, right? It just was. I mean, I did not think Caleb Williams was particularly strong in this one. He looked like a rookie. A lot of rookie mistakes, I thought. He did make some good plays as well, which we'll get into. But also, the Titans couldn't get out of their own way with some really massive mistakes by them, but also great plays by the Bears to make it happen. So yeah, I want to get into, again, this is not going to be a super positive video about Williams, but I do think there are some positives to look forward into, and then I'll give my kind of final thoughts on the game itself at the end, so let's get into all of it. So first, let's start off with this play. It's a 3rd down and 3 situation, and it's going to be zone coverage. You have a receiver who's running a route, trying to take away the corner who's towards the offense's left, and you have another receiver going to kind of just follow him. And watch how when this play begins, it's working out perfectly. I mean, the linebacker trying to get further deep, the cover is just not there in time, and so because of this is wide open. It doesn't get much more open in the NFL than this. I think what happened though was Caleb Williams just got a little excited, like he saw the play developing, made the throw, and this is just, it's a bad throw. I mean, there's no getting around it. That was a potential touchdown because, the safety wasn't that close. Maybe he would have came over and made a tackle, but you're getting the ball inside the 10 probably. Instead, you're in a situation where now it's a 4th and 3. You wonder, are you even going to go for it? Well, it's in today's NFL, yeah, you're going to go for it. And to Caleb Williams' credit, on the 4th down and 3, he's going to have a nice play here where it's a man coverage concept. That's what the Tennessee Titans are doing right here. So, okay, what's a matchup that you like? Well, hey, Keenan Allen, he was the guy who was open on that last play. Here he is again. Let's just look in his direction. Why not? Okay, sure. Makes some sense. I got to note how Keenan Allen runs this route. You see how, as of right now, I have no idea what you're doing. Definitely doing a good job. It would fool me, certainly. And then watch how well he cuts. He gets over towards the top of the screen, does get open, but really nice throw by Caleb Williams. Exactly where he needed to put that ball to get a completion. So, good stuff by Allen, certainly, but also really good stuff here by Caleb Williams to be able to pull something like that off. So, good stuff here. They were able to get in field goal range on this one, but then this play would happen where it's a 1st down and 10 situation. So, okay, cool. They're going to run a play action, maybe try to take a shot right here. However, when this play begins, you see that pressure right up the middle, not an ideal situation. And this is, quite frankly, the thing that you were worried about with Caleb Williams in college. He was so good at being able to scramble around this pressure. He would hold on to the ball for 20 seconds and still be able to throw down the field. It was great stuff. And he's going to try that again because it worked in college, which I don't even necessarily say is a bad idea. You do have to learn what you can get away with. However, here he tries to get around that one player and it actually works, but then he gets tackled by another player, so then loses just a ton of yards. Now they're out of field goal range to have to try and get back in field goal range, which they ultimately didn't. So that's just something, it's a mistake. It's something he can't get away with, but he thought he could because he got away with it in college, which I understand. These are just the growing pains of being in the NFL, the things you're going to have to learn playing against, not just, he played some preseason, but those are not always starters and they're not always giving 100%, right? So it's different playing in the NFL. This is kind of the definition of a rookie mistake. It's a rookie mistake, but it's something that you hope he can get better at. And then even something like this. So it's a 3rd down and 4, and they're going to try to take a shot. You have a deep route towards the top of the screen. Definitely one that could work on a one-on-one matchup. All this stuff is good. The decision, everything. Williams looks over. He's going to decide to fire it. And is it wide open? Not really. But again, I don't really hate this idea. It's a 50-50 ball. If your receiver can adjust to the ball nicely, you can get a completion. And if it's intercepted, well, it's 3rd and 4 anyway. So obviously there could be return. There's all that. But I'd rather risk the interception here, than just throw the ball away and punt. So I like the decision. This throw, though, it's nowhere near where it needs to be. So, again, these are not good plays. They just aren't. And he's going to have to start make better throws than this. You can't do this too much in the NFL and have much success. You just can't. I'll do some rapid fire things that went wrong that are fixable things here for Caleb Williams, starting off with the play you see on your screen. It's a 2nd down and 4, and this is something that live you could think was just a missed throw. It actually wasn't. You see how, again, I'm showing the play now, live, it looks like a missed throw, but it actually looks like Keenan Allen stopped and Williams thought he was going to continue running. That's just not being on the same page. Something I saw a lot. They kind of struggled, quite frankly, to get on the same page a lot. Not Allen and Williams specifically, but Williams and his receivers. These are things you're going to have to get used to. Again, when Tom Brady first joined the Buccaneers, he struggled with this, right? Like, just in general, playing with a lot of guys for the first time, you're going to have these issues. That's not a rookie thing. That's just a new team thing. This play, another one where you're going to see Caleb Williams takes the snap and the ball is deflected. Another weird thing, I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe he's staring down receivers a bit and defenders can get their hands up. Maybe the offensive line was doing a good job and the Titans players have nothing to do but get their hands up. Or maybe it's just Williams, the guys are taller in the NFL and that's something to adjust to. My guess is there's probably a bit of a combination of all those things and just good old-fashioned luck sprinkled on as well, which is what it is. But again, if I see something when doing this, I got to bring it up. And then something like this, where you're going to see Williams just hold on to the ball for too long on a 3rd and 20. No need to do that. Again, not the biggest deal in the world. They were going to punt anyway. But at the same time, I don't know. I think this is a bad job by Caleb Williams because even just throwing a check down, if you gain 5-10 yards here, that's a big, that's a 20-yard difference essentially. If there's a 15-yard penalty on a punt, everyone's like, wow, what a game changer. That's essentially what Williams just did here. Again, he doesn't have as much time. These are things he has to learn. It's a different game at the NFL level. All rookie mistakes or first-team mistakes, nothing to freak out about, but definitely things we have to mention. Going over here, even when things weren't going well, we would see the occasional, oh yeah, Caleb Williams, that's why you were drafted first overall. The way this one is going to work is it's a 3rd down and 10 right here. Williams is going to take the snap. He looks towards his left and doesn't love what he sees. Could maybe throw for a check down right here if he wanted to, but I kind of like the call of not doing that right here. I think at least I understand it. However, when he starts to scramble out, it's not looking particularly good. You see that he's right here trying to cut back, but I think that the Titans player closest to him did a good job at getting over to where Caleb Williams can't try to turn the corner. If he goes towards the sideline, it's just not going to work. Really good angle by that Titans player. But here's the thing, Caleb Williams is really good himself. Watch him juke out that Titans player, and he finds a way to get the first down. Now, I'm sure a lot of Bears fans are saying, oh, so you're telling me this guy struggled a lot, but at least had a good scramble? We already had that. That's not what we're going for, and fair enough. But still, the good scrambles are good scrambles, right? So it's still a good play, I would say. So yeah, again, a very weird game where despite all of this, the Bears found a way to win with a punt return or block punt touchdown and then a pick six to kind of complete the comeback. So hey, 4th quarter comeback for Caleb Williams. There you go. But I think part of it is, despite all the negatives I said, this is exactly why you feel better about where they're at right now, where the Bears are at right now. The Bears with Justin Fields never had a game where Fields looked poor, but they still found a way to win. When, they didn't have that situation. They needed Fields to win them games. So even though Williams wasn't perfect, it kind of goes a lot to the situation he's in. He can now actually develop and grow and get better as a player because he doesn't have to be the guy. And there is some positives in that, even if it wasn't an overly positive game, in my opinion, by him. Still a lot of good stuff. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.